A really frightening situation out of the NFL. Buffalo Bills player Damar Hamlin is in critical condition right now after suffering cardiac arrest on the field last night during a Monday Night Football game against the Bengals. Let's go to Cincinnati. Now that's where we find CNN's Adrienne Broaddus standing by. Adrienne, what is the latest on Hamlin's condition this morning?
Well, as you mentioned, he is critical but stable. That is according to the Buffalo Bills. Not only is he in critical condition, he's also under sedation after that terrifying moment on the football field last night. We do know that he suffered cardiac arrest. While he was on the field, medics performed CPR for at least 9 minutes. He was transported by ambulance to this hospital. And some of his friends, some of his teammates, the other players, stuck behind. They stayed here to be with Damar Hamlin's family. Not only is his mother here, who I'm told by his close friend attended the game with him, there are also other friends that are here with him. And for your viewers, just take a step back, even if you're not a football fan or if you didn't see the moment. Think about the person who you love or adore the most, the person who is the closest to you. What would you feel like if something happened to them and millions were watching and you were unable to help? So that's what his friends and family, that's kind of the message they want to leave with the public. Be patient. They understand a lot of people have questions because, of course, they have questions too. Obviously, they want to know what happened and what led to this. But right now, the family is taking everything minute by minute, hour by hour. Back to you.
Adrienne, can you tell us more about what was happening on the field at the time? There was obviously a lot of confusion. We see players go down, but they get back up. Hamlin did, but then he went down again. And it was quickly obvious, apparent, that something was terribly wrong, but there was confusion on the field.
I can't really speak to the confusion, but I can tell you there was a tackle. Both players fell down. Hamlin got back up for a few seconds, and then he fell down again, but backwards. That's when medics rushed to the scene. They were at his side within 10 seconds. We're not talking minutes, we're talking seconds. And then CPR was performed for about 9 minutes before he was transported by ambulance. Back to you.
And Adrienne, final question for you this morning. Are you seeing any fans there at the hospital?
You know, last night, despite the rivalry, fans from both teams showed up here at the hospital. I don't know if you can see, but it's raining. It's been raining here all night, all throughout the morning. So there are no fans gathered outside right now, but overnight they did hold vigil. We even saw tweets from other teammates, not other players from other teams, sending their well wishes, not only the team that the Bills were playing against, but as well as folks from the sports world. We heard from LeBron James, who talked about how horrific it was to watch this and saying that he was happy the game was postponed and that the players did not continue to play because in the past we've seen players injured and the game goes on. That did not happen last night. At that moment, the game ended, but now people are hoping his life does not end as he is here in critical condition, fighting to live.
CNN's Adrienne Broaddus, thank you for that.